Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Arsenal show. Man United podcast meets the Gunner Talk from the Arsenal podcast. So please keep all your comments or your questions, Manchester United or Arsenal related. Arsenal through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, getting past Porto in the round of 16 people. So are the stars aligning for Arsenal? Like I said, through to the quarterfinals for the first time in a long time, currently top of the league. So again, are the stars aligning for Arsenal? Was Tony on point? Was he smitten? We will be discussing that. Also, in regards to Manchester United, we're linked to a new left back. Fabrizio Romano put out a tweet stating that Manchester United are looking at new left backs. Rashford linked to PSG again, and I'm sure there's some more information in regards to Manchester United that I missed. Because we're always linked to someone, whether it's a new manager, whether it's new players, whether it's somebody linked with a move away, whether it's something off the field. But like I said, please keep all your comments or your questions, Manchester United or Arsenal related. And this is the first live stream we've done since the channel has hit 10K. So salute first and foremost. I'm going to give my applause and my flowers to all of my co-hosts, apart from Ryan, and all of the supporters as well in regards to the channel hitting 10K, and we're going to keep the show on the road, people. Big up to everyone in the comment section. Please keep all your comments, questions, Manchester United or Arsenal related. I will start the best question, but if you want to make sure we get to your questions, super chat, people, and we will get to it. But two absolutely over the moon Arsenal fans, and that was not a pun in regards to the stars aligning. We got TJ Warren in the building. We got Tony in the building as well. What are you telling me, TJ? You good?
Big up, man. First of all, again, congratulations on 10K. Incredible milestone. I can't wait to get to 20K. I can't wait for the 10K watch party, though. I'm on the seltzers tonight, but I will be on something a little bit different.
Yes,
a little bit different of a hue on that one. But big up, everybody. Big up to Tony every single time. The stars. Are we seeing constellations, people? Are we studying astrology? I guess we'll figure it out, won't we? It's a little too early for me, people, but we will have that conversation. Let's go. Big up the chat. Smash the likes. Let's go.
Let's go. We will find that out as well. Tony in the building, the man who coined the question, I should say, about the stars aligning for Arsenal. I was the one who turned it into a question, but the original is Tony. He said it right here on Sarcasm City TV. The stars are aligning for Arsenal, and I've turned it into a question, and now it is a genuine conversation. But Tony, how you doing, my friend?
See, big ups everyone. Big ups everyone. See, guys, Sarcasm TV 10K. See, that's a big fit. Yeah. See, flawless. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to take the credit. Yeah. Take the credit, my brother, man. Take the credit. 10K Sarcasm TV. Every one of you have made this, a big reality. And, of course, big ups to you guys that have made, this happen. Keep pushing the channel. And, I'm ready for today. Last week, when I came down here and spoke to you, Man United fans, in the chat and told you, and I looked flawless in the face and said, guys, the stars are aligning. I told you.
Say again.
But,
Say again, man.
I'll just pipe it low a little bit.
Say again, man. Tell him again. Tell him again. Tony. Tell him again. Reload that. Woo. Reload that. Tell him again. What did you tell him? What did you tell me?
Guys.
And the chat yesterday?
See. I came here last week, I think on Thursday. And I told everyone, in the chat, Man United fans specifically, and I told you that the Arsenal stars are aligning. Yeah, the stars are aligning. So this is a quick answer. Yes, the Arsenal stars are aligning. And definitely, of course, me and TJ will be breaking down the analysis of that game, and then we'll give you the reasons why, I think that there's a star aligning, and that's the Arsenal star. Trust me, man. Trust me. The stars are aligning.
There you go, people. Again, big up to everybody in the chat. Congratulating on the 10K again. Salute to DJ for his kind words. Same with Tony as well. Much appreciated. I see all of you lot gaming for life. Warrior J, my Don Eli in the chat as well. Why is this moving slow? Big up to everyone, man. I see you lot. Warrior J, the list goes on. Sorry, the laptop moving a bit slow, people. Big up to Connor as well. With the super chat says, congrats on 10K flawless. Keep smashing it. Much appreciated. Make sure you subscribe to CMO Sports. Connor's been over here. You've seen him on my channel. He works weekly with TJ as well. Big up to Vin. I see you lot in the chat. Barrio, who I mentioned. AJB as well. So huge congratulations on 10K. Fully deserved, good sir. Much appreciated. Stephanie G as well says huge congratulations, flawless buddy, on reaching your first 10K subscribers. Richly deserved. Much appreciated. Thank you. Like for real. Yeah, big up to Vin in the chat. He's saying, yo, the stars are aligning. Chic with the stars in the chat. Stephanie G saying astrological Arteta's Arsenal. That is fire. That is, hey, Stephanie G, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna quote you when I use that. 100%. Kaneki, he's not with it. He says, swear that when them aligning stars turn into a black hole, we will be there. We will see. I was saying, whether they're falling stars or they're shining bright at the end of May, because Arsenal are on for the big boy double. They ain't doing no baby quad. You know what I'm saying? Like Liverpool, they on for the big boy double. They chasing Premier League and Champions League. Like I said, into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. The draw is tomorrow. And then Premier League, they currently sit top on goal difference. So we will be discussing all of that as well. But TJ, we'll go to you, my friend. Are the stars aligning for Arsenal?
Too early to tell, guys. Let's relax. You know, this is what I've been saying for weeks and weeks and weeks. Relax. My God, no. Will you just say it for me real quick, Flawless? You do it the best. Will you say it, please?
Relax. You know
yeah, thank you.
He was the one. I need to get on the soundboard from him.
You need to get a soundboard and say relax, because we need to relax, people. It is March 13th of the year of our Lord 2024. We got or the 14th if you're over there across the pond in the UK. We have to calm down. There is so much football left to be played. We don't know who we're going to end up playing here in the Champions League here in March, April. Like I'm excited about the form that we are going on. I said last season, or not last season, last stream, guys, that winning this game is so important for the rest of our season. So of course I'm gassed. I'm talking with a little bit more chest, not Pamela Anderson, but one of her cohorts on Baywatch. You know what I mean? Like not like Baywatch, but maybe like Hooters girls. You know what I mean? Not to get too into it, but all I'm saying is the chest is a little bit farther out. Because look, now we go into Man City with a little bit more confidence. We got a little bit more posture. Man City didn't look great against Liverpool. Let's be 100% honest. So that's the last game that they play, and then we play against. Or do they have an FA Cup game before us?
Yes, they play Newcastle on Sunday.
And they'll probably
Saturday.
Yeah, they'll probably smoke them, unfortunately. But we at least go in with a little bit of momentum. We get a good rest. Hopefully Southgate doesn't go out there and injure half of our players. We'll see what happens. But it's one of those things where, look, man, I'm absolutely gassed. Am I saying the stars are aligning? No, I'm not. If we want to talk about the game, we can absolutely talk about the game. I thought, I thought Porto came out with a game plan and they executed it to a T. That was the Porto that we thought we were going to see. They were dirty. They stayed on the floor for a long time. That ref was an absolute shambles. I would obviously, if we would have lost that, I would have said we didn't take our chances. We didn't get a shot in the second half. But that refereeing was absolutely ridiculous. I have not seen a referee with main character syndrome like that guy did. Unbelievable. But thankfully, his twin, Trossard, went out there, scored a goal. Odegaard, my captain this week, unfortunately, because he tends to disappear in big games. But this was a big game, and he actually showed up. Our man of the match outside of our goalkeeper, people. Let's be real. That the Norwegian ghost showed up like Casper the Friendly Ghost in that movie that Disney put out however many years ago. He was on smoke on Tuesday, people. He was on smoke on Tuesday. Odegaard, big up to Odegaard. That pass was absolutely insane, by the way. The vision to see that Trossard was cutting in like that, incredible goal. Got the Emirates into it. And then unfortunately we fell off. I felt like we should have made substitutions a lot earlier. The substitutions I didn't agree with at all. I mean, thankfully we did keep Kai Havertz on because he was able to get on there and finish a penalty, but the rest of them subbing on Eddie Nketiah, subbing on just some of these players when he did. I didn't agree with it at all, but we ended up getting the win. Yeah. And last but not least, and then I'll turn it over to Tony. What did I tell you guys about David Raya? I told you that this guy was going to come good for us. I ever since Ramsdale held bench, I've been pro David Raya, and you saw that absolute gong show against Brentford. I don't think we've been on since that Brentford game. No, I was on the Q. I was on the Q&A. I didn't comment on it. Ramsdale punched his ticket out of this club during that game, and I don't know why he's giving it this. Is he trying to hear the last of the Emirates before they start booing him when he's on the opposition? Like, this guy is done at Arsenal. And, thank you for your service. I really, really appreciate you getting us to where we were at the beginning of the season. Thanks for getting us back to the Champions League. But you have proved you are not the levels. When you get your chances, you fluff your lines. But David Raya, when he is called upon, he delivers. And when we needed him the most, he delivered. Cold as ice in that second half, cold as ice during the PKs. Big up David Raya. He is my number one goalkeeper for Arsenal. I cannot wait to see what this guy does going down the line. I'm very, very confident in the starting 11 and the goalkeeper that we have right now. Manchester City is going to be very, very interesting. Just praying to whatever God may exist that we stay healthy over this international break. And we go into Manchester City fresh and sharp and ready to take some points away from those guys.
First, over to, like I say, the guy who coined the phrase and the conversation and why the title is Are the Stars Aligning for Arsenal? David Raya heroics in the penalty shootout, as TJ spoke about. So, Tony, I know you think the stars are aligning for Arsenal, but explain why. And the stars aligning further after this result, as it further enhanced your belief. Talk to the Arsenal fans who don't believe. Talk to TJ. Talk to others who are doubtful. Talk to him. Yeah. This is your moment. I'm saying the Kool-Aid campaign continues.
Yeah. Guys in the chat, see, I told you all last week. Yeah, I told you all. See, I'm not gonna come here and shake my bum, and act as if Arsenal have won the Champions League. Yeah, I'm not gonna come here and do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna come here and do that. But see, the stars are aligning. TJ, like I've told you, there will be a time this season that you would have to stand up. Yeah, you would have to stand up. Yeah, and just be very straight with what you think Arsenal is going to do this season. Because one thing I'm not going to let slide is that I just want you to come correct. That's all. Come correct. The stars are aligning doesn't mean the stars are aligned. No. I allowed you to talk. Yeah.
I said no. I'm asking you a question.
Hey, Tony, I can't give you credit. That's a bar. No, he said the stars are aligning, but it doesn't mean the stars have aligned. That's fire. Go on, carry on.
Yeah. See, guys, I'm on my super hot fire shit going on down here. Sarcasm TV told me to do that. So, I'll bring those fire lines one way or the other. But see, this is the thing. TJ, at the time, at the cost during the season, you have to take a stand. Where do you stand? Because see, it's easy for us to keep saying that the stars won't align. We're just about how many more games remaining to the end of the season? About 9 more games. 9, 10 also. Yeah, 10.
33% of the season.
When will you take a stand? What does this team have to show you for you to be able to take a stand on how far we can go?
A trophy.
But you know what? Yeah, let's throw that all away. See, guys, this is the reason why I believe that the stars are aligning. You know what? Yeah, when we went down to Porto, we saw the anti-football these guys brought to the fray. We saw the kind of tactics, completely anti-football tactics these guys, employed. All their players falling down after every 5 minutes. Yeah, the reboot was crazy. Guys, do you know how many minutes in total we played in the whole of the 90 minutes when we were at Portugal? A total of 50 minutes in about nearly 100 minutes. That's
Yeah.
how dirty and dusty the tactics of Porto is. And I think where the problem of this FC Porto thing came from, yeah, was probably maybe some part of our fan base really underrated FC Porto, because I really do think that people underrated Porto. Yes, Porto is in the Portuguese La Liga. Yes, they're third, but they did beat the second team, Benfica, who have been fired, by all means this season. Yeah, and Benfica is actually leading them with about 6 points, if I remember clearly, in the Portuguese La Liga. Yeah, these guys are cool when they play. The negative football actually nullifies every strain of fluidity. Any team that comes up with anything like fluidity, passing here and there, basketball kind of game, these guys are ready, like they're ready to truncate it. They came back. This is even the one that shocked me more. They came to England, yeah, and I thought that these guys would just sit on the low block. No, and defend their one goal. No, they had chest to come out. And you know what? Yeah, I think that truncated Mikel Arteta's plan all the way. Yeah, they stifled Arsenal's attack, stifled our liquidity. Our free flowing football was just choked. And of course, Varela, it was the same game plan altogether. Varela in the mid, just choked the midfield. Varela in the midfield.
Yeah.
Nico in the, on a double pivot. Yeah. Pepe just in behind them, Evan Nielsen, their number 9. Like, it was just the same basic practice. But this is where I will come in this. Yeah, Arsenal grabbed the game, even if we had all this negative football going on, with FC Porto and all the theatrics and dark art. Arsenal was still able to actually dig deep and at least force it down to penalties, and indeed won that game. TJ, how many times have you seen Arsenal? By the way, I do agree with you with the referee. The referee had a bad game yesterday, because at every instant he fell for every trick of FC Porto. Yeah, but again, how many times, yeah, over the course of the, let's say, 3-4 seasons, have you seen Arsenal complaining about referees, and then we now go down to actually buckle and lose the game? Yeah. But in this one, we digged in deep. We didn't care about the referee. We didn't care about their decisions. We didn't really care about, the negative tactics they brought into play. But we got the job done. And TJ, yeah, in the grand scheme of things, this is the reality. You just have to get things done.
Yeah.
Get things done. Yeah, and again, people speak as if this Arsenal team, is the first to get, to just not looking good while getting into a quarterfinal. What about that Liverpool team when they won the UEFA Champions League? They look dusty. They look dusty. Chelsea Football Club never had when they won, I think their second one, with Tuchel, they never had an easy part. It was all truncated football. They even played FC Porto with this same negative football. You never see, Arsenal fans, Chelsea fans come out and say that the stars didn't align at that time. The stars were aligning, and they went on to win the Champions League. In fact, every team that have met FC Porto in the last 10 years, yeah, and that have beaten FC Porto have gone on to the final of the Champions League.
Hey, the
At
stars
least
were
in the
aligning,
last
man.
7 years. That's fact. And you see,
Talk about it.
TJ, we have to agree on this, yeah. We have to agree on this. Arsenal dug deep yesterday. Bukayo Saka had a stinker yesterday.
Yeah.
Martin Odegaard didn't particularly have a stinker yesterday, but I would just say he grew
He was our
in the
best
game.
player on the pitch. He was our best player on the pitch by far.
TJ, he grew in the game. He never had a beyond average game at all. Average at worst. He didn't find lots of spaces, and mind you, that was because he didn't go back. If you watch the tactics of that game, he didn't go back to actually help in the build up of that, of our attacks. Mikel Arteta just probably maybe kind of like instructed him to just stay within the center half and just try and pick up balls and allow Declan Rice and Jorginho to do the dirty job and come pick up the ball and build up our attack. So Odegaard didn't actually come back to actually help build the attack. Probably these things are part of the reasons why FC Porto found spaces. And see, TJ, you would agree with me that Arsenal were giving the ball away most of the time in the middle of the park. Declan Rice, gave the ball away most of the time. Even Odegaard was a chief culprit of that. He gave the ball multiple times in the middle of the park. If you do check it out, Saliba wasn't really 100 yesterday. I was really concerned about William Saliba yesterday. But of course, Gabriel Magalhaes had a great game. Shot up the defense yesterday. He was that character at the back. And of course, Trossard, just the imagination, to just run in, but just run behind the FC Porto defense, and of course Martin Odegaard to just cut into that defense, scintillatingly picking that pass and finding Trossard. That was top level stuff. But apart from that, I didn't really see Odegaard really bust the game, because I'm really used to Odegaard, our captain, busting the game. He didn't really bust the game. But David Raya also. See, TJ, I know you've heralded David Raya right from time, and me and you are sharing that idea. See, it's clear, all you Ramsdale fans, this is it. The stars have already aligned for David Raya. When we brought this guy in, see, I don't want a goalkeeper who cannot concentrate in a game of football for the whole 90 minutes, looking at pigeons and trying to troll away fans. No, that's not what I want. I want a goalkeeper who's 90 minutes in it, and can I be able to just orchestrate some certain kind of saves, that will just save us at a particular time when we need it. And that was what Raya did yesterday. Top saves yesterday from David Raya. He set the tone yesterday. If you wanted to see a goalkeeping masterclass, that was it. But in the game of 90 minutes, he saved us. In the extra time, he saved us. And of course, in the penalties, what a save, David Raya. Calm, cool, collected. His composure, because I have this problem with Ramsdale. He's not, he is a good goalkeeper, but he's nothing like an elite goalkeeper. I'm not saying David Raya is elite. I'm just saying he's up there swimming with the big sharks. But it's not necessarily an Allison, not necessarily an Edison, but he's up there swimming with the sharks. That's what I think. Top level saves in those penalty shootouts, man. And that's why we want to see David Raya, manning the post for me. Overall, we didn't play quite well. But again, this was the type of game I wanted to see Arsenal playing. I wanted to test Arsenal's gangster. How about that? Because all those games we've been playing in the Premiership, winning 5-0, 4-1, 6-0, getting the home fans bundled away from their own stadium, leading an evacuation exercise at West Ham, tossing out the fans away from Tough Moor. No, this was a different one. And again, I just wanted to see how Arsenal could be able to, hold their own when they're faced with the Herculean task of playing anti-football, which is what you face in Europe at the end of the day. See, if you Arsenal fans thought that this was the end, what you saw yesterday, no. You're still going to see more. There'll be more treacherous play like this coming up in the quarterfinals. Whoever we meet, every other team down there are high quality teams. Let's get that correctly. But see, guys, we do know that even in the Champions League, you do need an element of luck. You have to have the resources. You have to have that element of luck. See, flawless. The stars are aligning. We do have that element of luck right now. It's aligning. It's aligning. It's aligning. We do have the resources right now. Because you know what? Yeah, what I don't want to hear, what I don't want to hear is that Arsenal never dug deep yesterday. We dug deep in the dirt yesterday. The players were knocking. And just out from the game, from that Brentford game, that was a very, very knackering kind of game. Yeah, very knackering. And again, came to face FC Porto with their negative anti-football. And you know, we got over the line. And that's what you want if you're an Arsenal fan. See, let me tell you guys, yeah, I heard, you know, that there was a killer squad that was being assembled by my guy, Flawless, down here. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah. I heard you know, you assembled a killer squad, yeah, to kind of like laugh Arsenal and mock Arsenal after we lose yesterday. But you know what? Yeah, the plans were twatted. I just see, guys. Yeah, have you guys seen Judge Mo? I'm sorry, I'm gonna take a shot.
I did see the clip. Yeah, I did see the clip. Yeah, shout out to Judge Mo.
That's our brother, Judge Mo. Yeah. I just saw you talking about and screaming at the top of your voice on Twitter about your team getting out and bundled out. See, if Inter is being bundled out of the Champions League, if all these teams, Napoli are being bundled out of this league, even with a potent striker like Osimhen, and Arsenal doesn't even have a number 9 to even really count on this season, man. Brothers, the stars are aligning. I beg to differ. The stars are aligning. Yeah. Flawless, take it away. Flawless, Flawless. I'm just gonna add this one here. Did you see how shameless, TJ? And I want you to say this with your chest, yeah. Did you see how shameless neutrals and rival fans were yesterday? They literally wanted Arsenal just bundled off the Champions League. Of course, I can understand that from a rival point of view.
Yeah.
It was just
that's what they're supposed to. That's what they're supposed to do.
They were just waiting for us to get out of the Champions League. It's shocking. Absolutely shocking.
I don't think it's funny. No.
When Man City is playing, I don't see it.
Because they're used to it. Well, no. You're not hearing it from the Man United fans towards City. It's all towards us because nobody wants to see us succeed, and it's mostly because our fan base is one of the loudest on social media, probably second only to Man United. So that's why everybody wants to see us lose, because while we have some of the smartest people on social media on this content creating thing, we also have some of the loudest and some of the most diluted. And I'm sorry, like we get as much as we give, right? Some of us give more than others. Some of us just kind of sit back and hope that we don't pick up an injury that'll ruin our season. And we keep our mouth shut. So like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not surprised, but when we do win, I'm going to go after those pray for Porto freaking peons like Lewis. And I just cannot believe that, you know. So yeah, no, Tony, what I will agree with you on is, yeah, they were shameless, but we're just as shameless. That's the fun of this. Now when we win, I'm gonna go after him like I was going after Lewis in the back again chat yesterday. Like it's all banter, it's all fun. But they come after us the loudest because we're probably the loudest. If we're being real.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's it. Because when people say, "Oh, from a Manchester United perspective," because it's terrible. Obviously, I posted out the meme on my Instagram for those that follow, and it was like Arsenal to win their first Premier League in 20 years, City to fortreat, or Liverpool to match us in regards to English league titles. From a Manchester United perspective, the actual, when you look at it, this isn't me, but this is me looking at it from a club perspective. The least painful one out of the three is actually Arsenal winning for the first time in 20 years, because City 4P and Blitz is the record that we have because we 3P'd twice. Liverpool matching us on league titles, but TJ just mentioned it from a completely selfish personal perspective, or from a social media perspective, considering even if I wasn't content creating, just being on social media, Arsenal are the loudest. It's between Manchester United and Arsenal. Whoever you want to say is the most loudest fan base, who's the most annoying, because the same way TJ said Arsenal have some of the most some of the most reasonable, some of the most logical, some of the smartest fans. They also have some of the most deluded, and that's the same for Arsenal. We have some of the most clever fans who can break down football intellectually and are fantastic at what they do. Then we also have complete delusional fans, and we are annoying. Don't get it mistaken. So in regards to why it's so loud on social media, is one, because we know your fan base is insufferable. So is Manchester United. So is Arsenal. But we know Arsenal's is, and if you lot win, we know we will never hear the end of it. We know that for a fact. If you lot manage to go and pick up a Premier League or a Champions League, we know it's over. It's a wrap. And on the flip side,
this show's getting canceled.
Exactly. On the flip side, you know what? It's going to be hell for me. And all you're going to see is Arsenal fans in the chat. If you lot win a Premier League or Champions League, all you're going to see from that point on, probably up until the following summer, because the show will continue over the summer, people, is Arsenal fans in the chat. Just pure celebration. That's all you are. That's all you are going to see. And then on the flip side, if you lot fail, it's going to be less Arsenal fans in the chat, and it's going to be rival fans. Because you mentioned me about putting the hit squad together. What it is that
you did.
Yeah,
you
no, I did not.
You did.
What it was and what it is in this content creator space. Salute to Don Robbie, because AFTV was the thing that kicked down the door and kicked off everything we are doing now. And Arsenal Fan TV, Arsenal Tears is what we all grew up on. If you got into this content creator space, it's highly likely that AFTV was the first thing you watch religiously. I'm a Manchester United fan. When Arsenal and Manchester United were both playing on the same day, if Arsenal lost, Manchester United won or lost. Where am I going to first? Arsenal Fan TV. I was watching Arsenal Fan TV so much like I was an Arsenal fan.
AFTV and chill.
That's an AFTV and chill was a thing. So what you have to understand is Arsenal Tears is ingrained in our DNA. And then let's take it a step further, because Ryan was trying to be on my case on the back again pod and was like, oh, why are you getting onto Arsenal? I'll state this again for those that are new here. I am a 90s baby. I have been debating with Arsenal fans, hating on Arsenal fans longer than some people in the chat have been alive. Bear in mind, 3 decades, people. I did the numbers without giving away my age. I am mid-30s. I am a 90s baby. So I was born directly into the Manchester United Arsenal rivalry, and it never stopped. So literally 3 decades of this shit. A lot of you lot ain't 30 in the chat. So longer than you lot have been alive, I've been debating with Arsenal fans, arguing with Arsenal fans, whether that's primary school, whether that's high school, whether that's college, whether that's in the workplace, and now on social media. You can go check previous tweets before I was doing this, and now in the content creator space as well. So yeah, like that's what it is. So in regards to the hit squad, what it was is that everybody came together and knew that if you lot don't go through, how wonderful that would have been. It's the red flag and the blue flag together. It's Manchester United fans, it's Chelsea fans, it's Spurs fans, it's Liverpool fans. As much as we all dislike each other, one thing we can thoroughly enjoy is Arsenal cheers. But on the flip side, I was never #pray for Porto, because I fully believed you lot would go through. I fully believed you can go check the watch along. It's still on the Twitch. I'm like, Arsenal are going to win this game. You're going to win the shootout. So I wasn't
really, brother. Really? Did you really think that? Really?
What, that you would go through? Yes, because you're better than Porto. Yes, I don't rate Porto going forward. They're like us in blue and white from an attacking standpoint. They would never say. They're like us. It was like watching. I said it on the watch.
No, of course, you said it. You said it that hey, Arsenal, will likely beat Porto. I heard you when you said that, but again, I knew you didn't mean that. Deep inside your heart, you just felt that Porto will come with the smoke. Yeah.
No.
Deep inside, Fleur's a very intelligent person. Yeah.
I didn't.
And that's what many people don't really know. And I see through him. He's a very, very intelligent person. And again, this is part of the pressure because no, it's true. It's true because Arsenal went through all this pressure from criticisms, from the media, critics, from rival fans, all these things, but yet Arsenal still found a way to go through. Bukayo Saka is my highest goal scorer this season, and it was completely nullified from that game yesterday by Wevran or whatever is that guy's name from Brazil. That guy had the game of his life yesterday. They doubled up on Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka just had only one shot yesterday.
Yeah, they did the business on Bukayo Saka. They did, but just to clarify,
if my main guy couldn't even get in, at the end of the day. Couldn't even summon up the the cojones to even get Arsenal over the line yesterday. Like, come
So
on, man, it's
yeah.
clear to see.
I just
We dug deep.
yeah.
We
Go
dug
on.
real deep yesterday. Yeah,
And
we
let me
dug real
just
deep.
clarify again before the first leg, after the first leg result where Arsenal lost, before the game, during the game. Like I said, I had Arsenal. If I genuinely thought Porto would knock out Arsenal, I would have been hashtag pray for Porto. But I knew they wouldn't. They don't offer enough going forward. I can legit say this, that it was like watching Manchester United in attack in blue and white. Are they a good side? Yes, in regards to defensive, cohesive, defensive unit spot on, down to a T. 110%. They know all the dark arts. You mentioned it, Tony, about the ball being out of play, knowing when to go down for an injury, knowing when to break up play and things of that nature. Phenomenal. Defending set pieces, and that's something Arsenal are very good at, is attacking set pieces. And they're extremely good at defending them. But going forward, they offer nothing. People forget, because we was too busy laughing at the way you lot lost the first goal. I mean, lost the first leg because it was a screamer. If they don't score that, it's 0-0. It's like, take that out, and that's not normal. When you're relying on a piece of magic to win you a game, it doesn't look good. And I said this beforehand. If they was 2-0 up going to the Emirates, I'd hear it. But I said this in the first leg. They have to be 2-0 up before I believe that they go through. Because Arsenal are just a better side than Porto. And that's nothing against Porto. I just don't think they're a very good side. Again, defensively, yes. But people forget that football, you have to be good defensively and also good offensively, and they don't offer anything. There's not one attacking player I look at and go, yeah, him. Not one in their side.
But I beg to differ. Porto had lots of dangerous, fast-paced players yesterday. Nico in the middle of the park, together with Verala, very dangerous double pivot.
So let me ask you a question, Tony. Let me ask you a question. Did you believe you was going to concede in that game?
They have Evanilson. He's good. They also have Meridi.
Let me ask you a question, Tony. As that game's going on, the 90 minutes, the extra time, did you genuinely fear that Arsenal were going to concede during that game? Because I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where we're different then. Okay. That's where we are different. I was right on that. Because they didn't score.
Okay, yeah, I hear you.
That's my point.
Again,
I didn't believe.
This is the problem. The problem is that I think that we really underestimated FC Porto and the fact they were going to bring into this competition. See, guys, don't get this twisted. FC Porto is European royalty. Don't see, European heritage. They got that. Don't take that off them. They've won 2 Champions League titles. Yeah, they might not have Hulk, Rodriguez, like some of the players they used to have back in the days that made them tick. But see, they still have Taremi, they still have Evanilson, they still have Pepe, who is a very fierce player, even as a striker, and also played as a false 9 yesterday. They have dangerous players. I don't agree to that. Yeah, they might not be topping the league table. They might not be topping the league table in the Portuguese La Liga. Well, thanks to a certain guy called Victor Gyökeres at Sporting Lisbon, who's scored nearly 33 or 35 goals this season for Sporting Lisbon. That's top numbers. So, that's the only reason why, FC Porto haven't really, are not really topping that league right now. They have ballers in Benfica. They have ballers in Sporting Lisbon doing a very big job. If not, if this FC Porto team would give any team in this Champions League a fight and a run for their money easy. This Porto manager, has experience of over 8 years in the Champions League. Mikel Arteta just has only 1. He's an inexperienced manager. Thanks to the board, they brought an inexperienced manager for us. But see, that Porto manager at 8 years compared to 1 year, he understands the tricks. He knows everything. So for me, I will still big up that team for getting us over the line, even if we had a clear discomforts yesterday, and many players in the team actually just had a stinker yesterday. I.e., Bukayo Saka.
And that's all well and good, but like I said, over 180 minutes, they did not impress me offensively, and I was right. How many shots on target did they have over 2 legs?
They had 3. They had 3 yesterday.
Oh, they had 3 yesterday, and how many in the first game? What, probably 3?
Yeah, then how many did Arsenal have?
Actually, no. You're missing. No, Tony. You're missing the point. Tony, you're missing the point. It's not about how many shots on target Arsenal had, because I praised them from a defensive standpoint. I am not criticizing Porto from a defensive standpoint. So we don't need to mention what Arsenal did going forward. We can discuss that after this. What I'm talking about is Porto going forward. Porto going forward, I watched them in the first game. Do I watch them religiously? No. I watched them in the first game. They had the chance where they hit the bar from like 6 yards out. They should have scored. But I'm watching them and I go, you lot don't have anything. And going into that game, going into the second leg, I said, Porto are not scoring here. It's literally still on the Twitch where me and shout out to Strasbourg Steve are discussing this in the first half, 15 minutes into the game. And I'm saying Porto are not scoring here because they don't have anything outside of a screamer, a referee mistake, or just a piece of individual magic. Those three things, they're not scoring. Kind of sounds like Manchester United, to be honest, because that's how we play. It's either a screamer, an individual moment of magic, or a mistake from a horrendous mistake from the referee or opposition. Like we just played Everton on the weekend. How did we get our 2 goals? 2 terrible tackles by Everton players, 2 penalties. That's what it looked like. So I'm talking from an offensive standpoint. Porto are let me repeat this. Porto are a very good side from a defensive standpoint. Are they an amazing side? No. Were Arsenal favourites going into that tie? Yes. If you would have beat them, would it have been a terrible defeat? Absolutely, because you're better than Porto. You're better than Porto. There's no Porto player that gets into there's no Porto player you're putting in your first 11, Tony. What are we talking about here? What Porto player gets in your 11, in a combined 11?
Taremi gets into my first 11.
So he's better than Jesus, and he's better than Jesus.
Taremi didn't even get into their first 11.
Yeah. Gabriel Jesus has a stinker. He has a stinker of a season.
Okay.
Kai Havertz is my second. Kai Havertz is my second highest goal scorer this season.
You don't even have to plead your case. That's one. Name the rest. Exactly my point. 1 out of 10. 1 out of 11 people. Let's stop it. And even that's debatable. One player.
Well, no, Taremi didn't even get into their starting 11 yesterday.
TJ, I agree with you. I don't think he is, but just for
argument's sake, he's coming back from an injury. No, TJ. He just came back from.
We're not gonna focus on the red herring. We're not gonna focus.
He hasn't even played a home game for Porto yet.
We're not gonna focus on the red herring. We're not going to focus on the red herring. That's one. That is one. Yeah. Name the rest.
I still think Evan Nilsson is still better than Gabriel Jesus. I'm sorry, man.
Okay, that's cool. We've named one. Yeah, okay, we've named one. That's one player because it's a striker. That's one. Name the rest. What other Porto player gets in the Arsenal starting lineup? Doom, 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 doom.
I think that's okay. Consensao has a shout. Consensao has a shout.
Has a shout. Does he get in? Yes or no? It's not a shout. Does he get in? Yes or no?
Shout. That's why I said he has a shout. I'm not
better than who?
Gets in.
Who's he better than?
I'm just saying he has a shout.
So he doesn't get in, so that's a no.
No. I'm just saying he has a shout.
So that's one. This is the point that I'm making. When we actually break it down and get past all the bluster, one Porto player gets in the Arsenal side. I actually disagree with it, but for argument's sake, I give it you. So one player out of 11. That is the difference in levels. So 10 Arsenal players. This is actual legit. This ain't no Arsenal Real Madrid thing. Shout out to a gal. 10 Arsenal players make the combined 11. That is the difference in levels. So 10 of your players, even in your opinion, get in a combined 11 against Porto. So of course you should beat them. What are we talking about here? Let's stop it.
Porto are very good defense. In the grand scheme of things, FC Porto and no pushovers because that's why I'm not going to just,
never said again. Hold up. Never said they're pushovers. All I said
I know you never said that. I know you never said that. But I'm just complimenting it. I'm just saying FC Porto,
they're very good defensively.
Pushover. They're a legit team. European heritage. Yes. They've won this Champions League twice. So don't underrate them. And again, with the dirty anti-football tactics that manager came with, that team, that game can nullify any team that wants to play football. That's
you're better than them. Yeah, but 10 of your players getting their 11, so it doesn't matter. All this stuff you're talking about.
Better squads get beaten all the time in Champions League.
Not all the time.
You being a better team doesn't always win. Doesn't always guarantee.
Not when 10 out of the 11. Not 10 out of the 11.
A team that has tactics that can actually nullify the way you play.
Not 10 out of the 11. Not 10 out. If you're as good as you say you are, not 10 out of the 11. No, Tony. No, it doesn't work like that. No. If 10 of your 11 players get in and you get beat, that means your team is absolutely horrific.
It doesn't matter who gets into the team.
Of course it matters. Of course it matters.
It does
Yes,
matter
it does.
get into
Of
the
course it
team or
matters.
not.
Yeah, it does.
If-
Because
if-
that's
if-
how we judge football. What are we talking about here? Of course it matters. Stop it.
So are you
You
trying
lot
to tell
win
me
a
that
game.
this FC Porto team? Are you trying to tell me that this FC Porto team doesn't go head to head with Napoli? Are you telling me that this
And Napoli any good?
FC Porto won't
And
fancy
Napoli
their
any good?
chances against
And Napoli
Barcelona?
good? And Napoli good? I'm asking you, are Napoli a
Hey,
good
man.
side?
They're in the
I'm
round.
asking you a
We're in the round of 16. No. I'm
Are they a good
comparing
team?
it because we're in the round of 16.
Just because
I'm
just
just
because you
saying.
get to the
They will
just because you
go
get to the
bar
round of the
bar
just because
with
you're
the
around the
rest of
16,
the
just
of
because
the
you
teams
get
that
to
are
around
in the round of
just
16.
because you get to the round of 16 does not mean you are a good team. Copenhagen made it to the round of 16. They're not a good side.
No, I'm just
So what
saying
we talking
that FC Porto goes bar to bar with some of the teams that were in this
That doesn't
round
mean
of
they're good.
16.
They could
They
all
go
be average.
easy against
That
Copenhagen.
means they could
They
all be
go
average.
easy against Napoli, if you ask me.
That means that they could all be average. It depends on groups. Let's cut the crap. You know what I'm saying? Stop
Yeah,
looking
that's
for
what I'm
extra
saying.
credit.
So let's
Stop
not stay here and
stop-
act as if FC
let's
Porto
stop
is a
looking
shitty
for extra.
football club.
Who said they're shitty? You keep using this. Who said
No,
they're
I
shitty?
don't know. I don't know. You've not really said
Exactly.
it, but
You
there's
don't
a
know.
kind of
Who
way
said they're
to
shitty?
put it through the back door. That's all I'm
Who
saying.
said they're shitty? No. I'm very clear and precise with what I say. Who said they're shitty? What I said was that you
need
don't
to say
like
they're
it.
shitty. But I'm
Okay,
just saying
thank
that
you.
let's not act as if this Porto team
It's no
can cook
acting.
on a regular
No,
day
they can't cook.
against other
They
teams
cook
in the round of
defensively.
16.
No. They cook defensively. Yes. Do they cook offensively? No. 10 Arsenal players, in your opinion, get in their 11. That means they are a whole level at least below you. What are we talking about? If 10 of your players make a combined 11, that means they are at least two or three levels below you. So if you have Arsenal at 8, that means there are 5 or 6.
Many Bayern Munich players when they faced when they did face Manchester City and beat and dumped Manchester City would not even make it into that Manchester City team.
Was it 10?
On paper?
Was it 10?
On paper,
Was it 10?
they would not
Was
have
it 10?
made it. But
Was
yet
it
they
10?
don't manage to
Was
out
it
the
10?
competition.
Was
It
it
doesn't
10
matter
players?
if you're better
Was
off.
it 10
doesn't
players?
matter.
No. Was it 10 players? Was it 10
make
players?
games.
Answer the question. Was it 10
Styles
players?
make games.
Was it 10? Was it 10 players? Yes or no? Was it 10 players? Yes or no?
See, Flawless.
Was it 10 players? Yes or no? Was it
Styles
10
make
players?
games.
Answer the
Styles
question,
make
Tony.
games.
Was it 10 players? Was it 10 players? Was
generally
it 10
finds you
players?
out,
Yes or
they
no?
would knock you
Was
out.
it 10 players? I will continue asking you the question. Was it 10 players? Yes or no? Was it 10 players? Do 10
Okay,
Manchester City players? No. Do 10 no. Answer the question. Answer the question, Tony. Answer the question, Tony. Answer the question. Was it 10 players who get in? Was it 10 players? Yes or no? Was it 10 players? Was it 10 players? We're not bypassing it. Was it 10 players?
They're not
Was
Burnley.
it 10 players? Was it 10 players? Was it 10 players? Was it 10 players? Yes or no? Was it 10 players? Do 10 Bayern Munich players? Do 10 Manchester City players? No, it wasn't 10 players. Nonsense, exactly. Now, man, don't want to answer the question. Let's stop putting up false equivalencies over here, talking absolute waffle. That's not what we're doing. It wasn't the same.
No,
Don't compare Bayern Munich. Do not compare
No,
Manchester
just
City and
you're
Bayern Munich
stating
to
waffle
Porto and
for
Arsenal.
waffle
Do not
sake.
compare Bayern Munich and Manchester City to Porto and Arsenal, please. Do not insult my intelligence and the audience intelligence.
No.
Please.
I never
Do not.
compared them.
Please not. Yeah, please not. Don't mention it then. Do not mention it then. Do not mention it then. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get away with that nonsense over here. Just to clarify, I will continue to answer the question. Just to clarify, let's not do that. We can all debate stuff, but let's please do not insult my intelligence. Please do not try that. I am not the one for that. Thank you very much. Let me get to these super chats. Let me get to these super chats. Let me get to the super chats. Let me get to the super chats, please. Let me get to the super chats, and then TJ can get to it. Let me get to the super chats, I beg. Big up to Football Capo, and you can ask TJ whatever you want.
My Capo.
Tony is speaking Tostones, aka Plantanos, aka Waffle, pure waffle. But big up for the super chat. Big up to Lee Slims as well for the super chat. Says big up Flawless and the man. As an Arsenal fan, Porto's players don't make Arsenal starting 11. Don't waffle, man. It's okay that Porto had us on ropes. They are a dark arts team, and we suck against them. Simple as that, Lee Slims.
Exactly,
and that's all I say.
Yeah. So let's don't act as if they did not put us on the ropes. Let's don't act as if they don't have
Never
the
said they didn't. Never said they didn't. Never said they didn't. Never said they didn't.
They are not Burnley. That's what I'm saying. Because
never said
I'm
they
here
were.
and I'm hearing all this
Never said they
rival
were.
fans saying that
Never
Did you have a question for me?
Never
Tony,
said they were. Never said they was though. Nobody said any of that. All I said was they suck goals.
Then clearly you're not on X. Clearly you're not on X with what I'm seeing.
Who's
Many
on
of them
X?
are saying that.
There's many people.
Clearly you're
There's
not on
about
X.
X.
People out there.
Many of them
Yeah,
are saying
Twitter,
that this
shout out
FC
Twitter.
Porto team is a Burnley team. It's a glorified
Yeah,
Burnley
that's
team.
people on Twitter.
And I
Yeah,
beg to differ. They are not a Burnley team.
Nobody
don't-
is saying that.
Porto
Oh
team
my
would
God,
beat
nobody's saying
legit
that.
teams in the round of 16. Easy.
Nobody with intelligence is saying
How
that,
is that
Tony.
a
Nobody
waffle?
with intelligence is saying that.
Okay, but
Nobody
I'm
with
saying-
eyes that is watching the game is saying that Porto are worse than Burnley or on Burnley's level. Come on, guys. What are we doing here? We're talking about a Champions League team. We're not talking about Burnley who are going back down to the championship. Like, let's come on. We're getting ridiculous out here. Tony, you had a question for me. What was the question?
Ask me the question. I'm running up the likes, you lot. You're clearly
No, TJ,
entertained.
it was based on this issue about FC Porto. Yeah. Don't you think that FC Porto would beat most of these teams in the round of 16 with the kind of negative anti-football that we're playing yesterday?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. No.
You don't think so?
The majority of the teams, especially the ones that went through, have player quality that are way over Porto's. Way over Porto's. Now, the only team that I could say that would maybe have dropped out to them, and I've watched limited football from them, is Napoli, because their form is absolutely terrible right now. Dortmund, maybe. PSV, maybe. That's it. The rest of the teams are good enough. The rest of the teams have quality.
PSV, FC Copenhagen.
PSV,
They might have a hard time.
They would beat
Borussia
PSV.
Dortmund.
They would beat
These are
PSV.
like three teams.
Maybe. We're speak. I would like to speak in what reality is, because Porto are gone, PSV are gone. So who cares? Like, honestly, who cares? Honestly, like, I'm just kind of like,
Go on, PJ.
Go ahead.
Go on. No,
No,
cool,
Porto.
Go on, say what you can say.
No, look. Porto played us to the level that they were able to play us. They played the terrorist football because they knew they didn't have our quality. Period. They had to play Osama bin Laden level football in order to try to get results. And they had one flash in the pan against us at the end of the first game. And you even said yourself, Tony, that we did not play to the best of our ability. We let the ref rattle us. We let them hitting the floor every 2 seconds rattle us. We need it, and if anything, Porto set the blueprint for how quality players could possibly get at us. Other than that, they're not good. They're not good. I mean, I'm not saying they're shit, but I'm not saying that they are round of 8 quality. And I'm not saying this. And by the way, Tony, I'm not saying this to gang up on you. This is literally just my thoughts.
It's not about gang up or anything, because I'm looking at a team like Liverpool, yeah, in a highly competitive game where Arsenal needed to win, yeah, going for the title, yeah. Liverpool wanted that game in as much as Arsenal wanted that game, and then we go into that game, yeah. Not Arsenal, not the favorite to win in that game. And then we beat Liverpool. Easy, 3-1. And then we face a team, yeah, of course, like FC Porto, and then we'll just bereft of ideas. Or do you want to tell me right now that FC Porto is more harder as a team to beat than Liverpool? These are the things I'm talking about.
Liverpool played a completely now you're comparing Liverpool and Porto. They play a completely different brand of football. Liverpool will attack us. Porto really didn't look good moving forward. They took their chances. There was maybe once or twice where they looked like
why don't you respect
the rest of the game? They didn't.
So why don't you respect the team? It's good you said that. So why don't you respect a team that will literally come and truncate your chances of scoring them?
I never said I didn't respect them.
Okay.
Let me get to the super chat from these.
Then you have to be clear what you're saying, because
he was clear. Let me get to this.
You're not respecting them.
Tony, let me get to this first and foremost. Believe Slim says, Tony, choose your battles, bro. Again, big up for the super chat. Big up my Caticians in the building. Everyone from the Caribbean islands. Everyone across the globe. Run up the likes.
Caribbean islands, baby.
Yeah, man. Like, check 1212. Let's run up the likes. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you subscribe to Tony's channel. Links underneath in the description. Also on the featured channel page. Make sure you subscribe to TJ Warren TV as well. But like I said, all this sparked from was me saying they're not good going forward. And guess what? I was right watching the game. Because I've just done the numbers. In over 200 minutes of football, he got 5 shots on target. That's excluding the quality of those said shots on target. 3 of them at home. So basically, in 180 minutes, not even 180 minutes. What,
And then
210
Arsenal got
minutes?
4 shots on goal. Arsenal
Yeah,
got 4 shots on goal. We
and you lot were
nullified each other.
again.
Yeah, we got
You're
4
missing
shots on
again.
goal.
You're missing the point. Nobody has disputed Porto from a defensive standpoint. How many times do I need to say it? I think they are exceptional defensively. Let me clarify that. From a defensive standpoint, Porto are very, very, very good. I see why they've only conceded, I think,
And we too were
17
very
goals
good
all season.
defensively too. So, you know, we're good
Yeah,
defensively too.
and Arsenal are also very good defensively. However, on the flip side, offensively, you have players who can do bits going forward. In that game, I thought, yes, Arsenal can score 1 goal, they can score 2 goals. However, watching Porto in that second leg, I do not believe Porto could score. And I was right. In the 90 minutes, in the 30 minutes of extra time. Now, if Porto would have scored 3 or 4 goals, guess who would have been right? You. And Strasbourg Steve and everyone else who fought, because I kept saying this in the build-up to this game. The only way Porto go through is if it's 0-0. Because I don't see them scoring at the Emirates because they don't counterattack well enough. They don't punch back well enough. And I was proven right. And it's further when you're saying 10 Arsenal players getting the combined 11. And the one player who actually gets in your opinion, Tony, was on the bench coming back from injury. That goes to show the difference in levels. That's why I had you lot going through. Now, however, if you lot play Real Madrid in the next round, guess who I have going through in that time? Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid are a better team than Arsenal. Yes,
of course.
Same way if you draw, same way if you draw Manchester City, I have Manchester City going through because I think they have a better team than you. However, if you draw, I think Dortmund went through.
They have a better team than us, but we've beaten them twice this season.
Yes, you have absolutely. Yeah, because those things can happen.
I hear you.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You beat them twice, but you ain't gonna beat them.
But by the way, I don't want to face Man City anyway. I don't want to face Man City.
I know you don't, because you're a smart individual. Even though you've beat them twice, that gives you zero confidence going into a tie. Notice that, people. Just to clarify, just to note. Anyway. Notice that, people. Notice that Tony will talk about beating Manchester City twice, once in the Community Shield, but call me shameless. But then just says, I don't want to face them. Why does he not want to face them if they beat him twice? Because he knows. He ain't trying to see City. He ain't trying to see Real Madrid. Now, if Arsenal play Dortmund, I presume Dortmund went through. Guess what? I have Arsenal going through. I only watched Dortmund against PSV, the first leg, and I'm not convinced by them going forward. Very similar to Paul, and I don't think they're as defensively sound as them. What are we talking about here? But run up the likes anyway, people. Sorry, Sheik. Start your question again as well, man. Start your question again, please. Here we go. Sheik says, question for Tony. Are we saying the best football in Europe, Arsenal, had a tough time versus Porto? You man should have packed them. No. You've been scoring how many ever goals you have, right? Look at him stumped.
Sheik, shout out to Sheik, man.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go get another one of these. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure, man. Shout out to Sheik, man. See, in the Premiership, yes, we're playing the best brand of football, definitely. In Europe, I still do think Arsenal is still playing the best brand of football in Europe. But again, in Europe, they have this different tactics, that just that's counterproductive when in a game of football, mostly when a team is trying to play. And that's what FC Porto brought to the table, anti-football. Everything they did down there, carefully measured, carefully planned. It was like a blueprint. Yeah, they just followed through with that blueprint. They just came to stifle us. And those are the kind of game I hate. But again, I still wanted this kind of game because I'm tired of seeing Arsenal, beat teams 4-0, 5-1, all these outrageous score lines, without knowing our mettle this season, without really testing us. I wanted our defense to be tested because I still think Saliba is, a little bit shaky this season. I just wanted something to just try to test us, and a test we had, in this game, because even if there were no clear-cut chances for Porto, they did have quite some few run-ins. They did get in behind our defenses, in both legs, and at least Arsenal defense came true. So it would be nice to actually test Arsenal against even, I was on Jess show this evening. and we're talking about which teams I would like. And I told Jez, you know what? Yeah, I would. Now is a good time to actually get probably my number one team will be PSV, definitely. But second thought, I would like a PSG. Yeah, I would like a PSG. I really do think that one way or the other, we have to play a big team. Like I want this story to be the perfect story. Yeah, I want it to be the perfect one. To be very sincere with you, like I want to have the best right now. I want to have the best. Yeah. So that's all I'll just say based on that, man. Yeah, we're playing the best brand of football in Europe right now, but there's definitely some stubborn teams that come with some negative tactics, and that's what Porto came to do. They came to stifle us. That's not football. That's anti-football. Every 10 minutes, these players are always rolling on the floor. The dark arts was everywhere in that game. Like the game is just knackering and boring, and but still we went through. So and I feel that's the main thing. Just get over the line. Those are the kind of games you just want to just get just get over them. A Real Madrid will come out to play me. A Real Madrid will come out to play me. A PSG will come out to play me. So I could at least try and at least
I bet.
just
bet highlight against Kylian Mbappe. I bet.
We would have to watch Ben White try to lock up Kylian Mbappe.
Name another player though in that PSG team. No, name another player though in that PSG.
Zaya Emery.
Who?
Zaya Emery, the central midfielder, the 17-year-old. You're a man of football. You should know him. You should know who he is.
No, I asked you just to troll you.
Yeah, Zaya Emery, he's a baller. But here's the thing,
fancy my chances against PSG.
You know what Tony is?
I'm not.
Hey,
I'm not saying they're shitty team. I'm just saying I fancy my chances against PSG.
I actually think you are a better side than PSG. But the reason why, if I was an Arsenal fan, I wouldn't want PSG is because in that 180 minutes over that 2 legs, they have the best player on the pitch. And if he turns up at any moment for 10, 15 minutes, half a game, it's lights out. In Kylian Mbappe, they have the best player on the pitch.
Alan scored 50-something goals last season. When he came to the Emirates, what happened? They shut him down. Yeah. Rolls Royce. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So you know what? Yeah. In as much as they have Kylian Mbappe, I really do think that Arsenal's defense is the best defensive.
Cool. But you shut down. Hey, wait. You shut down. Wait. You shut down Arsenal. You shut down Haaland, but it's don't bring me Manchester City. All right, bet we know what it is. You shut down Haaland, beat Manchester City twice, but don't bring me Manchester City.
That's below the belt, man. But
I'm just saying what you said. You said these things. The belt, man. But it's all right. Hey, Tony, you said these things. You said you beat City twice, shut down Haaland, but don't bring me Manchester City. I'm just saying.
That's below the belt.
I'm just saying, hey, man. Hey, the stars may be aligning, but the maths ain't mathing, my friend. The maths are not mathing with that. The maths ain't mathing with that.
I get you, man. But I'll fancy my chances against teams that will come out to play. This type of anti-football from Porto, I don't want to face those kind of teams. Again in this Champions League. Definitely, different managers have different kind of cranky tactics when it comes to Europe. But I don't think the PSG would play anti-football. I don't think Enrique is that kind of guy that would want to engage in anti-football. I don't see a team like PSV engaging in that. Neither do I see Dortmund engaging.
And to Eli, I hear it. Like I said, I would actually over 2 legs. Let me just clarify this: favor Arsenal over PSG. However, I keep saying this: over 2 legs, over that 180 minutes. As long as Kylian Mbappe is on the pitch, PSG have the best player on the pitch. And in the Champions League knockout tie, if he is at 10, not only could it be game over in the first leg, tie could be over. He is arguably the best player in Europe, is the point. Again, people, I actually favor Arsenal over 2 legs, but I am not betting against Kylian Mbappe over 2 legs. Just to clarify, I'm not saying bring PSG with him.
But again, I'm not buoyed by this fact. I'm not shaken by this. Ooh, Kylian Mbappe.
You're not shaking about
See,
Kylian
we had one
Mbappe.
of the
All right,
most
bet.
prolific.
Okay.
We have one of the most
Like,
prolific.
oh my God, this guy scored a hat trick in the World Cup final, bro.
We went to Anfield. No, TJ. We went to Anfield. Yeah, Salah played in that game when we went to Anfield. It's not like
Mbappe
he
is
kind of like
world's better.
bamboozled
Okay,
our
maybe not
defense.
world's better. It is way better
You
than
know,
Salah.
I'm just saying that I'm not scared. We'll just play them. We'll just play them.
Don't be
I
scared.
really
Man said
think
don't
that
be
Arsenal,
scared. I would be of not of the team of him.
Any team that wants to play football, come out. Any
Yeah,
team that
of
wants
him.
to play football,
I
I'm
hear
ready
you
to
in
play
reg-
that team that wants to
I
play
hear you in
football.
regards to I wouldn't be scared of PSG, but would I be scared of him? Yes. Yes.
Definitely,
I'd be scared of him.
definitely. He's an elite player, definitely. But
Yes.
but again, this defense have been tested against elite players. We've been tested against Haaland this season. We've been tested against Mohamed Salah, one of the presumably one of the potent strike forces in Premiership history. Look at his goals for Liverpool. So if I face these guys, even at Anfield, and they did not kind of like rip my defense apart, black and blue, I can face Kylian Mbappe right now, who is actually thinking of a move to Real Madrid. So I'll fancy my chances,
All
man.
this out.
Real Madrid
Fancy
too
your
soon.
chances against
But
Mbappe.
PSG,
All right.
I'll fancy my chances. Yeah, I'll fancy
And you know
my
what?
chances.
I do agree with you, but the bring me PSG is the crazy part. I understand favoring your club against PSG. It's the bring me PSG with him in the lineup. Who I think is the best player in the tournament.
But again, we're in the quarterfinals. If you don't want to face it, you have to face
the best.
I disagree.
No, you don't. That's a myth.
No,
you don't have to face the best.
I did not say you have to face the best.
I don't want to face the
big
best.
teams. No, I get it, but you have to
face
face the big teams.
You will, yeah.
Let's if you go by history,
Tony, in my opinion, let's face them in one game, not two.
Choices.
Tony, let's face them in one game, not two. Like we want the easiest opponents going into the Champions League final. So when you go into the Champions League final, you only have to be the best over 90 minutes.
TJ, don't say what I did not say. TJ, that's why I said I want PSV first. I said it here.
PSV or PSG? PSV are out. PSV are out.
PSV first.
PSV are out.
They're gonna knock out.
Yeah, I named three. I said PSV. I said Dortmund, but I don't think they're out. When did they play?
Hey,
somebody
PSV
went out to Dortmund today. They went out to Dortmund.
Yeah, they went out to Dortmund.
Today.
There we go.
Yeah,
we'll go to this. Hey, what were I was going to ask for this.
There.
I was going to ask for this. So this is the Champions League quarterfinals right now. You got Manchester City, Arsenal, PSG, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid. People have been asking this in the chat. We'll go to you first on this, TJ. Ideal, because the quarterfinals and semifinals is drew together. So ideal quarterfinals, potential semifinals for Arsenal. So the one side of the draw, and then worst case scenario in your opinion.
We're missing Dortmund from this list, and if I were to if I were to choose a team to play against, it would be Dortmund, because Dortmund are the easiest team to beat out of that. They have players of good quality. Your boy Jadon Sancho, your boy over there. You should bring that guy back. I think.
Now let him flourish over there. Let him flourish.
No. Sorry, I had to get that in. I had to get that in. I'm sorry. No, but just in terms of quality and teams that I think we match up well against, it would be Dortmund. I would say Bayern, but Bayern have Tuchel, and Tuchel might be crap in the league, but in the Champions League, watch out. And they have Harry Kane, who is ready to finish his story like Cody Rhodes. So he comes in and he comes into the Emirates and scores 3 goals. Like that's what happens in that. So I would say, in this order, I would say like none of these are good. None of these are great.
Yeah. It's just some of that are worse than others. I get what you're saying.
So Dortmund would be the easiest for Arsenal. Let me know if you guys disagree in the chat.
So Dortmund in the quarterfinal, and then
Dortmund in the quarterfinal.
Who would you like to see in the other semifinal? So you'd get the winner of the other quarterfinal because it's drew together.
Oh, jeez.
Barca Bayern?
Out of all of those?
Yeah. What would you like the other quarterfinal to be?
Oh, other quarterfinal? Oh.
The one
sorry,
on your
I misunderstood
side.
the question. I misunderstood the question.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't make it clear. So the one on your side.
For entertainment purposes, Man City, PSG. That would be fun.
They will smoke PSG. they will smoke PSG.
I want to see.
They
I
will
want to see.
outload
I
them.
want to see the best player.
Well-
I want to see the best player in the world go up against the best team in the world.
And you could
And
put
I
that,
think
and
Philly
also Tony, he could put that on the other side so you lot don't face him. That could be on the
Yep.
other side of the draw.
Correct.
So all right, so we got Man City, PSG one side, and then we've got Dortmund and Arsenal on the other. What's the other ties
Yeah.
you would like to see, and which side?
Barcelona, Atletico on our side.
Okay,
And
so
then,
you'd like
and
Arsenal,
then-
Dortmund, and then Barca, Atletico on your
and
side.
Barca, Atletico, and then Real Madrid, Bayern on the other side.
Okay, so Real Madrid, Bayern, PSG, City, all on the other side. Smart,
Correct.
Facts.
Yeah.
I
So
heard
that means we don't play Man City or Real Madrid until
potentially the final. Nah, that's fair. Nah, that's fair. I would do the same.
I would rather go up against a Barcelona a Barcelona in their current form in a semi than a Man City or PSG.
So you'd get the winner of a potential Barcelona Atletico Madrid game, right? That's the one you went with. Barcelona.
A potential Barcelona Atletico, and out of those two, man, I would rather play Barcelona. Atletico.
Makes sense.
Yeah, Atletico. The way that Simeone plays, defensive side of the ball, man. It's not good. No matter what, it's gonna be so challenging.
That's favorable though. If you not draw Dortmund, I'll be pissed. I'll be livid if you not only get Dortmund.
There will be a stream immediately if we shot Dortmund.
But TJ, I'm just saying, because I'm seeing rival fans saying, "Hey, Arsenal should think of going the easy route." I'm seeing some of our people down here, even Warrior J93, Warrior J93, our moderator. Big up to you. He's also saying that the smart thing, but see, these are the same fans, that will come out and say, "Hey, Arsenal actually had an easy route to the final." Like
Tony, who cares if you win the final? Who cares? Tony,
I want to face
Tony,
let's up the ante a little bit.
Tony,
let's up the ante a little
bit. Sorry. Who cares if you win the trophy? Who cares about who you play? Let me just clarify this, because I've seen my club win the Champions League twice. 99 was tough. Drawn in the group of death, for those that don't know, that's what it was branded, because it was with it was Barcelona, who obviously quality at that time, and also Bayern Munich, who we ended up playing in the final. One second, and Brøndby. We managed to get through the group. Then we played, I believe so, it was Inter Milan with, Brazilian Ronaldo. So you know how good that team was. Brazilian Ronaldo, R9. Then following that, we then played Juventus in the semi-final with, arguably the greatest midfielder we've ever seen in Zinedine Zidane. Never mind the rest. And then in the final, we played Bayern Munich. A top quality Bayern Munich side, littered with quality players in that. Now, on the flip side, when you look at Manchester United's running away, Lyon, Roma, who else? I can't remember who was in the group. One was much easier than the other. Do you think I celebrated 99 more than away? All right, hold the 99 Champions League in more high regard than away? No. You know why? Because we won the trophy, Tony. Doesn't matter if you're playing Real Madrid. Doesn't matter if it's Arsenal. Doesn't matter if it's Manchester City. Doesn't matter if it's your local team that's close to you. Couldn't care if it's Hyde FC, Salford, Tranmere Rovers. If you are in the Champions League, you want to win it. It's not your fault who you play. Stop looking for validation from rivals. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
TJ and Flawless. Just follow my scenario. Follow my scenario.
Go on here.
What if these big clubs were all looking at right now? These big clubs were all looking at right now about Man City. What if these teams happen to be the most beatable teams right now against Arsenal?
Okay, so let's go. Let's go there, then, Tony. Tony. Let's go there.
Yeah.
No, Tony. Let's go there right now. So I'll
then
ask you
let
the
me
same
finish
question.
my argument. You just cut me off.
No. I don't need the argument. I don't need the argument because your arguments don't match your opinions.
Bro,
because we've already established that. Because we don't need that. Because you mentioned, we locked down Haaland. No. Because we locked down Haaland and we beat City twice, but don't bring me City in the Champions League. So let's cut this shit. Who do you want Arsenal to face? You get to pick. Who do you want Arsenal to face in the quarterfinals of the Champions League? Out of these teams, Dortmund are missing, by the way, but add Dortmund onto that. Who do you want? You can pick the draw. Because now we're going to find out.
Dortmund is not in this list, and I think they're in this list. I would like to
Yeah,
face
they
Dortmund.
are. I just said
I would
that.
like to go
Okay,
the
so you
easy
want
way.
Dortmund? Okay.
See, I'm not a fool. See, I'm not a
Okay.
fool,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Bro,
okay.
come on, man. What are you talking about? Yeah,
Okay,
man,
so
I'm
let me
not a
ask
fool.
you. Let me ask you.
You know-
Who do you
Yeah.
who do you want on your side? What's the other quarterfinal you want on your side of the draw? So you face the potential winner. What other two teams do you want out of the ones that are left? Sorry.
Okay, I want to see in my own pairing, I want to see Barcelona and frankly Bayern Munich.
So you want
For some
Barcelona,
reason.
Bayern Munich.
Barcelona,
okay.
Bayern Munich. Yeah.
Okay.
Because and see, this was the reason. This was the point I was trying to make.
No. Before you continue,
many
so we've
se-
got Arsenal. No. So we want to finish
Yeah.
finish Tony's theoretical draw. So we've got Arsenal versus
Yeah.
Dortmund, and then we've got
Mhm.
Bayern, Barcelona on the other side. Okay, I mean on the
Yeah.
same side. So Arsenal would face
Yeah.
the winner of Bayern,
Bayern,
and Barcelona. And then
Yeah,
who do you want
yeah.
who do you want to draw on the other side? So away from Arsenal. What's the other quarterfinals?
I want to see. I want to see Man City versus Atletico because I think that would be a potential banana skin game for
So
Man
City
City.
Atletico.
Yeah,
Cool.
and Simeone is a top class manager. So, to be the battle of the wits down there. So, yeah, because if Man City faces PSG, they will blow them off the park. Let's get that correctly, man. They will
City Atletico.
blow them out
and
the park.
that
I
leaves
don't think they'll
PSG.
do anything.
That leaves PSG Real Madrid. That'd be interesting. In your job,
Yeah,
that leaves
exactly.
PSG Real
They can
Madrid.
go head to head. Exactly,
Okay,
they can go
you
head to
smart.
head.
So
I
you
don't
put
care.
you
I
put
can give them
City,
a fight.
PSG, Real Madrid, and Atletico all over the other side of the draw.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And sincerely, I do think that Bayern Munich is a beatable team this season. Look at the stinkers they're having at that.
Okay. Do you want your
the
get back?
German-
Do you want your revenge, Tony? Like Troops was talking about. He wants
Yeah,
revenge on Bayern
sure.
Munich.
Revenge.
your
on my
revenge, yeah?
mind.
I
Your
don't care
revenge.
about
Yeah, revenge on my mind.
I don't
Yeah,
care about
exactly,
revenge.
man.
Get me to the final.
Yeah,
I don't care about
revenge in my
revenge.
mind. And even apart from that, they have two guys that I don't really like. I don't like these guys. Yeah, they have Dyer in that team. They have Kane. Yeah. See, once the stars, finally align, beating
Finally.
FC Bayern Munich,
We play
in the semi-finals of the Champions League, putting shit on the face
Wait
of
till they
Kane.
can see
Dyer is not starting against Arsenal.
And making Dyer just cry. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Otherwise, I
let's
think
don't act
Tuchel
as
should
if
be
Bayern
fired in the
Munich are
tunnel if
killers
he
right
starts
now
Dyer.
in the German Bundesliga. These guys aren't looking good. And Tuchel isn't a kind of manager that I do respect. Anyway, he's won the Champions League. I get that. But with that team right now, I think they're a beatable team. And like I've said, if
I thought
Arsenal
the Chelsea
plays the
team
best
that he
brand
had
of football
that he won the
in
Champions
Europe,
League with,
you
was
shouldn't be
beautiful
afraid
too.
to go head to head, with these pretenders. He couldn't even muster any effort to even challenge for the title this season, man. Bro, that's horrible. Now that's a stinker from Bayern Munich, and I smell blood. So and at the end of the day, Arsenal will have to meet these big teams. So let's not act as if Arsenal won't. You see, if you want to be the best in Europe, you have to face the best, beat the best. So if Arsenal is saying that they're the best, let's face the best.
Even though you picked the weakest possible draw, but I understand that. I get it. In regards to me, what I would like to see, definitely City. I want City Arsenal over the same side of the draw. 100%. I need Manchester City Arsenal.
People and Real Madrid. I've confirmed it.
And you know what? I want City Arsenal, and you know who I want over the other side of on the same side of that draw, Real Madrid Barcelona. That's what I want. I want City Arsenal. I want Real Madrid Barcelona, and then on the other side, PSG Dortmund and Bayern Atletico. That's my ideal draw. I need City Arsenal to draw. I need one of them out expeditiously, and then that winner to run into Real Madrid. That's why
City Arsenal. I'm finished.
I need that City Arsenal. I need that City Arsenal, please. And I need Real Madrid run into Real Madrid.
It's shameless, man. It's shameless. He wants Man City, his City rivals to. He'd rather them win this league, than Arsenal.
No, don't do that. We're talking Champions League. No. We're talking Champions League. I legit just said
That's what I'm
City,
saying.
Arsenal.
The Champions League, you prefer Man
No,
City,
no, no,
your
no, no,
city
no. I
rival,
don't. No, no,
your
no,
local
no,
rival,
no, no. I want City,
to
Arsenal.
win it.
I don't care who wins that. You know why? Because I think, you know why? Because I said City, Arsenal, then I picked Real Madrid, Barcelona on the same side. I want whoever the winner is to run right into Real Madrid. So whether that's Arsenal, whether that's City, I don't care. I don't care who wins that game.
It's
I just need
diabolical.
one of you out and then run into Real Madrid in the semi-final.
Yeah,
Second leg at the Bernabeu. That's what I want. Because I believe you'll both go out.
Still
If it's Real Madrid in the second, I think you both go out to Real Madrid, to be honest. That's why I picked Real Madrid, Barcelona. I think Real Madrid beat Barcelona comfortably. Nah, scratch that. Real Madrid, Dortmund. That's what I want. Real Madrid to get Dortmund.
Okay.
That's what I want.
Yeah, so you want to see a 6-2 aggregate is what you're
Yes.
is what you're yeah.
I need a comfy win for Real Madrid, so they're just there waiting in the semi-final for the winner of Arsenal, Manchester City. That's what I want.
And you know what? Yeah, Real Madrid.
what I
Yeah, before they qualified for the quarterfinals. Yeah, you saw the stinker they put out. Yeah, they barely just qualified. So let's not herald these teams as if European football this season. You know, I'm sorry, man. It's under the weather. I'm sorry, man. And I do fancy Arsenal's chances in Europe. In fact, I still do think that the league is harder to win this season. Personally, than the Champions League.
Hoping for a boring final. I couldn't care less. I just need a non-English.
I think that Liverpool and Man City will put up big resistance towards the remaining 10 games of this season. Arsenal have a more better chance of facing these teams in Europe because this season, I'm talking of this season, guys. Don't click me up on that. This season, I'm not really up for it with this European football I'm seeing, man. Underwhelming football, to be very sincere.
And in regards to hoping for a boring final, I don't care. I just need a non-English winner. I don't care who wins it. I just need none. I don't care if it's Bayern. I don't care if it's Real Madrid, Dortmund, PSG. Actually, in the ideal world, I'd love to see PSG win it, just to see Mbappe with the champs. That's what I think.
Thanks, Paul.
He says, if you're Arsenal, you want Bayern and Barca both beatable, but also big enough brands for the young squad to lock in for. If they get Dortmund, might underperform with the pressure of expecting a W potentially. But like I said, we will be there. The draw is Friday, right? What time is it on Friday, people? The draw. Friday. I'm not doing a watch along. I mean, I'm
Friday
not doing.
I think it's Friday at 11. Friday at like 11 o'clock.
Friday at
your
11
time.
O'clock. Okay. Yeah, it's always always Friday.
Rich money makers, yeah. Could you pull up that statement? Is the last statement, man?
This one.
Rich money makers, big statement you just made there, yeah. Man City took 7 years to win. What if the stars align and Arsenal come back after 14 years? And then the first year, oh my days. See, my brother is clipping me up. I see, I've not said we're winning it. I'm just saying that what if Arsenal wins it on our first try after 14
He's not saying it's winning it. Are the stars aligning or not, Tony? Are the stars
I said the stars are aligning. It doesn't mean the stars have aligned. Come on, man. You did English grammar. Come on, brother. And you're an Englishman too, so come on, bro.
That is facts. I am bring up the likes though, people. Yeah. Hit the subscribe button. How many likes?
The stars have aligned.
Get us to 50 likes. We're at 48 people. We're at 48 likes. Get us up to 50 likes, please. Make sure you subscribe to TJ's channel. Subscribe to Tony's channel. Find a few questions before we close out. Oh, that's why he's here. Tony's hilarious.
Love you, lady.
Shout out to Sunshine. You lot, make sure you subscribe to Sunshine's channel as well.
Yeah, Sunshine, top. I went to a channel. I checked out some of her stuff. Top stuff she has. Yeah, respect to you, Sunshine FC.
Quality. Yeah. And she's a real one because she's a Manchester United fan and she's fully on the rival thing as well. She's the
she wanted to rattle me 2 shows ago. You know, she wanted to rattle me like she rattled me hard, but you know, I let her find my way to a channel and I just like a person and I like her personality.
That's the greatest thing about this show is Tony will say something and I look at TJ's reaction and start cracking up when Tony says something. It's just like, yo, this show is gonna be for that. Regardless of the result, let's say whether Arsenal win nothing, whether they win 1 trophy or 2 trophies. Well, is it cool? Oh yeah. He's a Kool-Aid distributor, Tony. You know what I'm saying? He distributes the Kool-Aid. We'll actually go to Manchester United for the first time in the show. Thoughts on the Rashford to PSG links. These happened last year as well, before he signed his new deal. PSG, what him come take him? Mbappe's on his way to Real Madrid. If you want Mbappe light, here he is, man. Come and get Marcus. Like if like they can take him any price. You know what I'm saying? Best price.
They'll love him in Paris too. Big personality.
Yeah, man, let him go Paris and it's the fashion capital of the world. He'll be fine over there. He'll be absolutely fine. Hey, Marcus, go Paris. 100%, man. I'm with it. 110%. So do I have to believe there's anything in these links? No, I don't think so, because it seems to happen all the time, in particular with Rashford. Anytime he's in terrible form, he'll get linked away with a move. But yeah, PSG want him. That's to anybody in our team, PSG, pretty much. Anybody. Everybody's up for sale. Whoever you want to come, I'm all for this. I can't clarify this enough. And I did put in the title about Fabrizio Romano saying Manchester United are looking for a new left back. Great. Because we need a new left back. Great. 110%. Love that. But then again, this ties into the new manager and what style he wants to play. And then that ties also into the recruitment team and the hierarchy. I've been saying this. I said it when I was on Rancy's channel this week, when I was on Saeed's channel on Sunday. We need to stop looking at names. Like content creators, we can all sit and discuss names and go, I want this player, I want that player. But they need to stop looking at names and start looking at profiles, because it is a system game. And I keep saying this. It shouldn't be, oh, go and get me such and such. No, I need a left back that does A, B, C, D, E, and F. All right. Here's a list of fullbacks that do that. Ages, injury record, how much they would cost, personality, etc., nationality. The list goes on and on and on. For real. Like that's what it should be. And yeah, I just mentioned this. Apparently, y'all in the market for a left back as well. What left back would you like to see wear the badge? Just bring me a left back again. Profiles, like I said. Bring me athleticism. And we need athleticism. Our team is one of the most unathletic sides, top sides I've seen. Like it's like having a bunch of me's out there. I'm just like, what is going on? This is like they just got clones of me running around, just non-athletic, just cones in transition, just can't get up and down the pitch. In particular, your fullbacks. And I see everybody else got athletic fullbacks who can get up and down the pitch. Bring me an athletic fullback who's technically decent. That's why I liked Malacia, even though he needs to improve from a technical aspect and start excelling defensively or offensively. He had the raw attributes that go. At least physically you have it, and your mentality's there. Because when we played Arsenal, and even though Saka got the best of him, he battled. And I like that. Saka didn't just get past him and he just gave up. Like, no, he was in the battle. I'm for that, like heart, and he's shown that. So that shows all the mentality's right. And then, like I said, from a physical aspect, got good acceleration, good top speed, agile, athleticism, nice balance. Technically, yes, needs to improve. Yes, needs to definitely improve going forward, but he's 12 million. So I'm not expecting too much for 12 million. And even if he's a squad player, cool. Well, and improve, like that's again, I'm on the profile team. There's no left back I see out there that I go, yeah. In the ideal world, Alphonso Davies. Everyone knows that's one of my favorite players.
Yeah,
but we ain't getting Alphonso Davies. But
why are you not interested in Conceição, the guy that plays for FC Porto?
Conceição. He did impress me. The left back. He did impress me.
He impresses a lot. I really like that player. I think is
him.
I think you should be looking at him, looking for a left back, man.
And the left-sided centre back impressed me as well.
If I were you guys, I'd be throwing the bag at Evan Mitchell. That would be what I would be throwing the bag at.
Yes, and big up to Months as well. Big up Big Six Bands in the building. Make sure you go subscribe to Money Making McDonald's Months. See him on the TV there. You in the McDonald's advert. Hey man, we this is true stardom, man. True stardom. Pure. Like I say, yeah, legend, man. He on your TV, McDonald's advert, people. I'm saying in between football matches, and for those that don't know, in the UK when they were showing like the FA Cup games, in between the advert, Monts' advert was there. You getting prime time slots on ITV, BBC. Big things, you know what I'm saying? Let's go, Monts. Out here. Shout out to my guy, Monts. Make sure you subscribe. Hey, I'm a big fan too. You know what I'm saying? Sheik says, hey, Monts, I'm a big fan. We all are, man. That is money making McDonald's Monts, man. Getting the big bags, man. The big checks. Shout out to my guy, Monts. Big up the whole Big Six Bands gang. As well, final few questions, people, before we close out. Over 60 people in here. Have we hit 50? Yeah, we've gone over 50 likes. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. It is rolled now to 11K. And there will be the 10K live stream celebration party. Not this Saturday, coming the Saturday after. We'll do that at 10 p.m. So I'll be there getting waved. TJ will be on. Tony will send the link. Everyone you see on the channel, if they're available, will be pulling up as well. And who's ready for playback, guys? Yes, Kings versus Lakers. We'll be doing that in about 40 minutes from now on the playback, people. Sacramento Kings versus the Los Angeles Lakers. That watch along going down on the playback, because we are closing in on the end of the regular season and playoff times. I can't wait. I've been checking the dates. That's how disinterested I am in football and how interested I am in playoffs, in particular the Western Conference.
The Western Conference is a toss up, bro. Oh my god,
Facts.
I'm gonna be stressed.
Facts. 100%. And
listen, why are you slagging me off, my brother, man? What have I done? Because I came out here and said that, hey, Arsenal, we're dogging deep and we beat Porto. Come on, man. What
Arsenal fan as well. Shout out to Lee
Slim. About that Arsenal dug deep and won a game in the Champions League and went to the next, qualified for the quarterfinals. What are you talking about, man? Or do you want me to come down here and say that the stars aren't aligning? Come on, my brother, man.
Nah, tell them again. Say it louder for the people in the back, man.
I'm currently talking
the table. Hey,
right
Tony,
now.
say it louder for the people in the back, man. The stars are aligning.
See, yeah. We're currently, topping that table in the Premiership, and we just qualified for the quarterfinals of the Champions League. I fancy my chances right now. We might not, it's not necessary we win both. Definitely, I don't think we have the squad depth to do that, but we might win one. How about that? So what's wrong with getting behind my team? Getting behind my team and hoping we win one.
Hey, yeah? TJ, get behind your team, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Was in the charts right now. He's looking at us and like, okay, I hate you guys. Of course, who do you think he hates? It's the Arsenal fans. Come on, man. That's why he's not talking of Manchester United. He knows the deal. It's us he's talking about. Come on, man. Flawless.
Hey, people, like I said, man. Hey, Tony, one of the best additions to Sarcasm City TV in a minute. I'm telling you that right now, people. This is great. And this show is going to go from strength to strength. And the only reason why
he said I hate you guys, it's the Arsenal fans he hate, because he's looking up that table.
That's all. That's all.
It's everything. He can't swallow what he's seeing down there, man. He hates what he sees down there. He doesn't want to see Arsenal. That's what he doesn't want to see. Yeah, man.
Just to clarify, I hate everything Arsenal orientated. Just to clarify that. However, people, this show obviously it will be back. The only reason why we're doing it today, because we was going to do it yesterday after the Arsenal Porto game, but it went to penalties. But it'll be back to normal schedule Thursday. People, it is. And Lee Slim says, "Did you make your own mug of Kool-Aid? Relax, now he the Kool-Aid distributor, man. The start of aligning is the Kool-Aid campaign." That is, Barack Obama said, yes, we can. No. Barack Obama said, yes, we can. The Kool-Aid campaign from Tony, he's saying the stars are aligning. Man. That is our bar.
Thanks for the super chat, my brother, man. Keep rolling in the checks. Flawless will bring in the checks and I keep buying the Kool-Aid. Come on, brother.
Keep the chat rolling. The Kool-Aid. he is like Heisenberg in Breaking Bad. Feel me? That's what he's on with that Kool-Aid. He's distributing that Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid campaign. The stars are aligning. Like I said, Barack Obama said, yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. The question was the real question was, will we? That's the real question. Just saying. Stars are aligning. The Big Dipper up here.
Yeah, man.
Constellation FC. TJ, that's what we are.
TJ, we have 18 days of this break, yeah? Do you think that this 18-day break that we have will kind of like truncate this run and consistency that Arsenal have found? Because, I'm a little bit worried about these breakages and this, these breaks we're having right now, man. I just feel to stop, to truncate that, that flow that we've had. Yeah.
The momentum.
I'm not too sure, but I think it might. And with the tempo Arsenal is playing, I don't think we can be able to keep beating teams, with that amount of goals that we're scoring. We're playing in such a high tempo. I think it will come down in the coming weeks. But again, do you see any effect this 18 days, Mike?
I just hope that we get out of it with a fully fit squad. I don't trust Gareth Southgate with these players. whatsoever. Declan Rice and Saka will both be seeing time for England. Not thrilled about that. It seems like anytime we send out players, and it's not, and I'm not talking about England in particular, I'm just talking about, Brazil, mostly Brazil, because whenever we send out our players to Brazil, they come back they come back on a gurney half the time. But I'm just saying, the one thing that I get worried about is just us losing our match sharpness. We, not that we looked altogether great yesterday, in my opinion. I don't think we looked as fluid as we didn't have in the league. But that's the biggest thing with me is the match sharpness, the sharpness that we came back from Dubai with, and the momentum. That's what I really get worried about. I mean, and that's why losing to Porto would have been the worst thing for our season. But we can be a little bit confident going into Manchester City. Come back strong, come back sharp, and I think we can get some points off of these guys. But again, we got to remember who we're playing. We're playing against Pep Guardiola, and at least three to four world-class players starting for Manchester City. So at their ground, which everybody says, oh yeah, it's a library. No, it's not. They're going to pack that place out because they're going after the team that's top of the league. It doesn't matter if it's on goal difference. They're coming after us. So we better be ready. Otherwise we will pay for it. And one thing that I've been very, very impressed with, and I'm going to go ahead and clip this because I'm going to give Arteta some flowers here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and give him some praise. We have not been blown out.
Listen.
We have not been blown out in the league. I want that to continue. The only time we've really been blown out was West Ham in the Cup. Outside of that, we've lost. Our losses have been by 1 goal. So let's keep that. Let's keep that form. Let's keep that mentality. Let's keep that defensive structure up. I'm really loving the double pivot 6 with Jorginho and Rice. Rice kind of moving in. You can see Rice kind of moving into that 8 position as well. I was checking out the heat maps. He was spending a lot of time in the center of the park. Tony, you were correct. He did have a lot of possession loss, but I don't think anybody in the Premier League is going to play us like Porto did. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see. All I know is that we have the quality of players to give Manchester City a run. Let's go and do it. Go and do it now. And yeah. That's about as much chess as you're going to get out of me right now.
Well, that is very, very, very fair. And just to Lee Slims, let me just get to a couple of things he mentioned here, Lee, because he says you can't be an Arsenal fan because I'm sure we all still have the PTSD. I'll defend Tony on this one. You know why it is? You know why? Hey, because you know what cures the PTSD? Kool-Aid. That's what it is. If you go to your doctor and you say you have the Arsenal PTSD, you can question
Tony. You can question Tony on his takes, but never question whether or not he is an Arsenal fan, because this guy is an Arsenal fan. 100.
Big up, CJ. Thanks for that, man.
And the playback sheet, because you're already, if you go on the playback now and I make you a mod, and then you'll be able to click in. That's how it works, Sheik. So if you go on there right now, just go on the site, let me know, and then boom, I'll make. I think you're still a mod, but if you're not, I'll make you one. And then when the game starts, you can just click yourself in. And B Morgan saying this guy flawed. That is the cure. The cure for Arsenal PTSD is Kool-Aid. That's why so many Arsenal fans are now gassed. Guarantee if you know Arsenal fans in your life, Arsenal content fans who are content creators, Arsenal fans on social media, they are all, not all, but the vast majority. Take out TJ, take out Eli. TJ's looking at the Kool-Aid. Eli's not even it. But everyone else is looking at the Kool-Aid and drinking the Kool-Aid. And then you've got the
Eli, by the way. Eli, great
staring
guy,
at the Kool-Aid. I'm staring at
the Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? No worries, she can't try it now. And Monts, if you're still in the chat, let me know. But we are going to close out, people. Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. If this is your favorite show, there is a playlist for it on the channel. Manchester United Arsenal Show, Man United Podcast. Gonna talk from the Arsenal podcast. We'll go to you, TJ. Let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, well, I got my solo show coming up tomorrow. It's called It's One of Those Things. It's where I give my solo takes and take questions from the chat. I'm gonna have a couple of things to say additional about that Porto match, what we can look forward to, who I would really like to avoid in the Champions League, and we'll talk about that. And then we have American Idiots on Friday, 9 p.m. UK time. It'll be a blast. And then I'm trying to figure out how I can do a watch along. Well, actually, it's during the show next week, but we'll figure it out. But USA Jamaica, we might want to take that in, Flawless. I'm just saying, USA Jamaica next week at 11 p.m. UK time. If you guys want to watch that, CONCACAF Nations League. So we can maybe talk about that off camera. But anyway, big up everybody, big up Flawless, big up Tony. Thank you guys so much. TJ Warren TV. Subscribe. We're on the road to 1K. Thank you. And again, Flawless, congrats on 10K. Next Saturday will be lit.
Yeah, every single time, man. Big up. Well, Tony, let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up over the course of the week, etc., etc.
Yeah, see you guys. Yeah, come here, subscribe to my channel. Yeah, Tony Cloud Gunner TV. Yeah, just smash the subscribe button for me. Yeah, I'm on my way to 4K. So please just get me over the line, guys. Even if you like me, if you don't like me, just give me a subscription.
How can you not like Tony, man?
Come troll me. I'm a provocateur. Maybe you guys don't know this about me. Yeah, I'm a provocateur. So it's easier for you guys to just come troll me. Yeah, I'm an Arsenal fan, true and true. Just come to my channel, come and see what we do. Yeah, and see you guys. Yeah, I have tomorrow coming up. The Premier League Talk Factory. Me and some of my brothers will be there on my channel. It's a new show, so we'll be talking about the Arsenal. We'll be talking about this Champions League and everything. The draws also. I'll be talking about that tomorrow. Deji Spurs, the mouthy Tottenham Hotspur fan will be down there tomorrow with me at 8:30 p.m. UK time. Guys, you don't want to miss this one, with this guy that feels that Richarlison can get into any team in the Premiership. So see you guys, come and witness me and, Deji Spurs slug it out tomorrow on the Minority Report on my channel. So also, I had a show today with the Oregon Gooner, the Darlan Cloud show. On Friday, I will be with Can't Stop, Won't Stop Manchester United fan. Me and him have a brownie show coming up. So we'll start it on Friday. Yeah, sure. So it will be heated. It's called X-rated rant. And see, guys, I'm a guy of many colors. If you want to analyze football, I can, give a push out there. If you want entertaining stuff, I can put that there. If you want anything, Kool-Aid, anything, I'll give everything to you. I'm a free giver. I give everything to you. So, big ups, come sub to my channel, guys. Yeah, it's always entertaining with me. Yeah, big ups.
It is, man.
And TJ, big ups to you, man. TJ, big ups to you. Thanks for having my back in some cases today, and also
some cases. But I'll tell you right now, Tony. Don't let that fraud Deji Spurs. Don't let that fraud Deji Spurs get away with anything tomorrow. Okay, I'll be in the chat. You better not let him get away with anything tomorrow.
Yeah. Sure. Big ups, everyone.
Hey, large up everyone that has tapped in. Don't forget, we are available on all audio platforms as well, people. So Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to podcasts, wherever you stream music, if there's a podcast section, Sarcasm City TV is there. Big up to all the audio listeners as well, as you lot are just as important as all the YouTube watchers. And like man have said, we've hit 10K. I still can't believe it. Gassed. If someone would have told me you would have hit 10K, I remember struggling to get over 1,000 on here before we became the whole live streaming became a sporting channel. So much appreciated it. Again, to Lee and to all the Arsenal fans in the chat, if you have PTSD, the Kool-Aid is the cure. That is it, man. The Kool-Aid is the cure. Drink the Kool-Aid. Look at Tony's face. Look at him.
The stars are aligning, guys.
See, look.
In the stream, Dave.
TJ looks miserable.
Tony looks stream, happy. Dave.
One of them is drinking the Kool-Aid. One of them is not. That is also another bright side to the Kool-Aid. Happiness. You know what I'm saying? Your doubts go out the window. Look at Tony's face, people. I am not lying.
Quarterfinals, Champions League.
See, tell him.
You guys better be kidding.
Say it louder for the people in the back, Tony.
Say
it louder for the people in the back. That's what it is. Top of the league.
See, those of you at the back, Arsenal top of the league right now. Champions League quarterfinals, bro.
Just say
I'll
it,
just
drink
leave you
it,
guys with
inhale
that,
it,
man.
and take it. But
In
yeah, on that
18
note, we're gonna
days,
close
in
out.
18 days, we go to the Etihad. In 18 days,
Yeah.
we go to the Etihad.
And yeah, people,
Okay.
we will,
No
what's it
problem.
called?
In the
We
week,
when
the week on the Thursday before that matchup, I will be here. Yeah, I will be here. And when we win that game, when we beat these guys, yeah, up, smash them
Oh
up
my
at the
God.
Etihad.
smash them up
Oh,
at the Etihad.
flawless, man. Flawless. Oh, my days. Flawless. I'm here, see, yeah, man, he's creeping me up. See, yeah, we'll go out there and survive,
Smash
man.
them up at
What
the
are you
Etihad,
doing?
man.
Remove this clip,
Love that.
brother. Remove the clip,
Smash
man.
them up
What
at
are
the
you
Etihad.
doing, man?
Love that, man. Love that.
See this man, this clip
Love
one,
it.
he wants to clip me up. No one is clipping me up, man. We'll go down there,
And you
we'll
said smash
survive,
them
man.
up.
What
It's
are you
out there,
talking
man.
about?
Like I can't wait,
Look at
man.
this
I can't
line.
wait
Look,
for that
look,
game.
look. The brother's
I can't
laughing
wait.
that now. Oh my
I
God.
cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Big
But
ups
the content
everyone.
doesn't.
Thanks for joining us.
Big up to everyone. The content does not stop people because we're live on the playback in about 2 minutes. We're live on the play. Big up to Warrior J who said he's clipping this. We're live on the playback in 2 minutes. Sacramento Kings versus LA Lakers. Let me actually drop the playback link. Click that link, people. Click the playback link. Click the playback link, people. You see it right there. Click the playback link, and we'll be doing the NBA watch along. So yeah, people, love to everyone who has locked in. Big up, man. You lot are real ones, for real, for real. And this has been the Manchester United Arsenal show. Is the back again tomorrow? Yes, after the Europa League game. Yeah, and this has been the Manchester United Arsenal show. Man United podcast beats the good talk from the Arsenal podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. And people, the stars are aligning for Arsenal.